Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, being my guide for God of War Ghost of Sparta on God difficulty. Today we're doing part 7 entitled Mounts of Aroania? Fuck. Anyway, whatever, you can see the thumbnail. So, here we go. We're now into the ice area, and this will of course have the bullshit dog ice thing that I love so much to fight. And I'm going to show off the Temple of Ares part here. I will, fair warning, I forgot how you're supposed to do this section with the reflection of Kratos, the young Kratos fight. But, I don't know. Speaking of things, my dad was talking about, I don't know what brought it up, but today I went over to, like, play Mario Party with the family and everything, right? So, he just randomly brought up, I don't know what it was, but Kratos versus Thor, and I'm like, well, technically speaking, I mean, he fought Thor in God of War Ragnarok, and then he was talking about, like, well, yeah, there's that version of it, but, you know, what about, like, actual Norse mythology Thor? But, of course, it's going to sound cringe, I know. He's a big Marvel fan, so he's like, oh, I don't know about that one. He wasn't saying that Kratos couldn't beat him, he's just saying, like, I don't know who would be stronger, and I'm over here thinking, I'm telling him, like, I think it'd just be Kratos. Kratos gets stronger as he gets older. I know for a lot of people they might not think that's a cool concept. I don't know, because, like, I understand God of War 4 and 5. I understand, you know, where the hatred comes from. I get it. But I will say, though, you know, I don't mind the concept of Kratos getting stronger, technically speaking, in those games. I wasn't pissed off that he went in the Valhalla DLC. I wasn't pissed off about him meeting young Kratos. I thought it was kind of cool. Now, I don't know anybody that specifically got mad, but I just feel like that's something that people would have gotten mad about, and I don't know. There's a lot of things in that game that I would argue you could get mad about, but we don't need to talk about that here on Hardcorian Guys. That's for Turd Monkey to rip and tear and bullshit about whatever. So, yeah, I know the guy that just constantly just talks about everything and anything has nothing to talk about. So, yeah, I don't know. I just got done recording commentary for part 6, and we're just jumping straight into part 7 right now, so that's kind of not helping very much. I gotta really, you know, stop doing that a lot, where I just record one thing and go straight to the other. Which, speaking of recording stuff, I talked about doing Transformers, and honestly, I should probably just, I know it might seem like a waste of time, but I really should just record footage for it and then just, you know, well, do some practice runs first, because Wolfjack is fucking weird. He's got this weird shield thing that's just completely useless, so I might not even use it. And that's my problem with that game, though. You know, there's all these characters have all these different abilities and shit. There's 5 different characters you can play as, and they have all these different abilities and shit. And the main problem with that is I have to learn, you know, is this even worth using on Prime? And it's like, probably not. So I need to stop worrying so much about being perfect about everything in it, you know? And I'm also, like, a stickler for getting hit in that game, too. I'm like, oh, I can't get hit. I can't get hit once. If I get hit once, I'm a loser. I have to start over, because that's not good. That's not good footage. You know, you think for a guy like me who's played the game a million times should know what he's doing. Anyway, real quick, Arms of Sparta is one of the best weapons of the entire game. I recommend upgrading it as fast as you can. If you want to play like I did, you can upgrade the Aranus orb thing. I mean, I focus mostly on Blades of Chaos, to be honest with you, but even level 1 Arms of Sparta should be fine enough, as long as you know the trick about doing the R1 square thing, where you throw your spears, because that actually is really good for dealing with a lot of enemies, whether it be ranged or even melee enemies. You're just staying away from them and not having to deal with their bullshit. So once we get to that, I'll talk about that stuff, but for now, we're in the mounts. I'm not going to worry about all that. I'm just letting you guys know right now, if you happen to watch this part before you watch the other parts beforehand, which, you know, that's fine. Why do I care? I'm just saying that, like, if you happen to have seen, or just now stumbled across this and you're looking for help or whatever, I will warn you right now that, yes, the Arms of Sparta is pretty damn powerful, and I was too stupid to figure that out, so just take my words to heart when I say that I'm too dumb and I did not know and I fudged up, but that's okay because we still made it through and I'm fine with that. As long as we just did everything we possibly can, I don't really care. You know what? Something real quick that I miss about God of War 1 is that damn chamber room in Pandora's Temple. The one where you can get an extra health and an extra magic bar. And, of course, like a ton of red orbs, but that's neither here nor there. Not really much either, to be honest with you. You don't really get as much as you would hope you would. But I miss having that because, like, back then it was like, oh, I got all the Gorgon eyes, I got all the Phoenix feathers. Like, what upgrade could I possibly use or get now? And then you see that and you're like, oh, wow, okay, a new free upgrade. Shit, yeah. So, I kind of miss that aspect, but I know that's just more of a God of War 1 thing, but still. Thought it was cool. Anyway, this part is, it shouldn't be that bad. It's just, once again, ice harpies. They're nothing. You can parry their attacks. And then the archers over there in the distance, I'd say deal with them last. Just deal with what you have to deal with right now. However, the archers in the distance can be killed in, like, I think 2 spear shots, I want to say. Yeah, just basically about 2. So they're not bad. It's like in God of War 2 where you have to, when you get Typhoon's Bane, you have to shoot those guys in the distance. God fucking damn it, I want to play God of War 2. God damn it. It's like when you have to shoot those guys in the distance, and it's like, okay, they die in like a couple of hits. It's just to show, just basically just to showcase. Oh, here you go. Also, I talked about Ratchet in the last video and Jack a little bit, and it got me thinking, like, at some point, you know, I've always thought about it, but I don't know how it's going to work out. Doing hero mode for Jack 2. I don't know how tough that's supposed to be, but the problem is you got to unlock the damn thing. You got to beat the game. I should have a save file that's ready for that, but I don't know. And personally, I would rather record on newer hardware than I would, you know, on, like, the PS3 or even PS2 version of the game or whatever, right? Because some people get a little pissy when you record on PS2 and they're like, what the fuck? You record this with a fucking potato? Yeah. You probably could, actually. Actually, now I think about it, you probably could. Potatoes generate electricity, bro, I think. Like, you can play Doom, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, big giant dog fight. I just do what I did before. But now you have more room, kind of. Not much, but, you know. You can at least dodge that first attack. You can pretty much preemptively just avoid that first charge attack without having to deal with it. I think it's unblockable. I think it's unparryable. I don't even bother with that shit. If I see a little dog pop off, like a little wart that pops off, I just go grab him immediately and just deal with that. And I'm doing this magic attack just for the sake of getting health back, because at this point I'm like, I don't give a shit. I just want to do as much damage as I possibly can. And this is the point in time where I'm still kind of worried that if I go for a grab, he's just going to do damage to me in the grab. But I still don't think that's true. I don't think that you actually take damage from that. And the thing is, like, yeah, even then, still, like, you still get a fucked up... Yeah, that's why I hate that grab for it, because he can... Whether or not he does damage to you in the grab itself or not, doesn't matter. The fact that he can charge right after is fucking stupid. Why he even has that bullshit in the first place, I have no idea. And that's where God of War Ghost of Sparta gets weird. It's like, I just don't understand the little tiny intricacies of this bullshit. And also, real quick, this is another case of, I didn't know about the Arms of Sparta being so good, so... You could probably theoretically just jump, throw spears, and it'll work out in your favor. However, you know, I was sticking to just using Blades of Chaos because I wanted Thera's Bane. That's pretty much why. So there's that. But I will say this though, I do think it's pretty cool that Ready at Dawn implemented a new mechanic for God of War with the holding R. Well, I mean, God of War 3, technically, I think, did. But yeah, well, God of War 3 had the item thing, and then Ready at Dawn tried making their own version of it, too. But I do think it's cool because on the PSP, you're using R for it, and I don't know, I just like it, because I think back in Chains of Olympus magic was performed by the D-pad, right? I think. It's been a while. Anyway, you'll see me kind of fuck up here a few times because I'm just being stupid. I was trying to hit the guy in front. I thought he was closer than he actually was. But I'm just being kind of dumb, and I get blown back, I get hit. I forget that this thing is right here, because I wasn't paying any attention. I was watching, I think, videos on the side, and I was just not ready for a quick time event, to say the least. So that's what I got stuck with having to deal with, and I'm like, what the fuck was going on? Then I looked, and I'm like, oh, that's all you have to do. And now we have a new magic. Yeah, the Horn of Boreas. So pretty much in this fight, if you wanted to, you don't have to, but you could just keep doing that. You could just hold it down the entire time. Yeah, because this game uses D-pad for magic too. Maybe it was R and then a D-pad button back in Chains of Olympus. I don't know. It's been a bit. But anyway, I don't think that the Boreas magic works very great for this part right here. So I just give up and just go straight into just kicking their asses. And luckily for me, since they're all grouped up, I can just do that. Now, if you wanted health back, you could probably theoretically use the Aroania magic to do that, the ball magic thing. It should be able to work, I believe so. Because, I mean, you have infinite magic. You should be able to use any magic you want. I would, at the very least, think that'd be the case. But, then again, you know, what the hell do I know? I don't try anything anymore. I'm not experimental as I used to be with God of War, so I just kind of just hang about and do what I can. This is the dreadful part. Okay, so shout outs are gonna be necessary here. I think this is the fight I'm thinking about. I don't know. I'm gonna shout him out again. There's a guy I watched. And his name was STI Bill on YouTube. He has a God of War Ghost of Sparta God Mode run, and he uses the Arms of Sparta to jump and throw at the race. It does not knock him down. It's not a finisher. And for the most part, you can kind of keep away from a lot of these attacks. It's really nice. So, there you go. I've shouted him out like a million times. But there you go. And if you're new to this, the Wraith section fights, basically you don't want to do any finisher moves. That was another thing that I saw him do as well. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that. So, yeah. Just a little bit of a pro tip from an actual pro and not me. Just saying. Because if it was me doing it, it would have been just attrition the entire game. Which, that's something I need to start learning how to do better about, is like, I need to stop trying to focus so damn hard on, you know, thinking that there's no other way, there's no other path. And the thing is, too, like, I'm not the smartest when it comes to figuring things out. Like, I can figure some things out, true, yeah, but I'm not the smartest guy out there. I don't know what I'm doing all the damn time. By the way, that right there is completely fucking stupid. The whole thing of, like, getting knocked on your ass and just getting basically just stun locked to the point where you could just get beat up again is just, it's infuriating. That's why these races fucking suck. But for this fight in particular, like, if you want to use the Arms of Sparta or do what I did, you can do that. There's another fight with the race later that is actually the pinnacle of the worst fight in the entire game. However, excuse me, it can be at least done better with the Arms of Sparta jumping R1 square move. So, again, pro tip from somebody who's not really a pro. Sorry, I keep yawning. I hate to mention it or talk about it. I feel I'm incredibly unprofessional, but it's true. You know, it happens, man. It happens. I can't do much about it. I think after this video, I might just not record more videos today. I could always try to record them tomorrow and get them done then. Because this is part 7, so, like, I have, at the very least, after this, I have 8, 9, 10, 11, so about 4 more to go, yeah. And I could potentially do 4 tomorrow, or even I could do them later tonight. You know, it don't really matter. We'll find out when we get there. This part gave me a fucking headache with this shit. Like, why does it not hit? I know why. It's because that damn wood's in the way, but it's so fucking irritating. But luckily, no more spawn. No more archer spawn, so I don't have to worry about that bullshit anymore because, man, that's so fucking irritating. Oh, there you go. I have just enough to get my blaze up to max, too. Nice. I was gonna say I should. Yeah, level 4 is now the max in this game. I blame the fact that it's on PSP. I think right now, yeah, we're going to the King Midas area. I was wondering about that. Oh, real quick, because this is episode 7. Oh yeah, sorry about this whole text thing. Oh yeah, it's dumb. This is part 7, and I accidentally, I think, ended the video too early, or something happened to where, like, yeah, I think I opened up Elgato, and then I accidentally hit stop recording. So the rest of, there's a certain footage, it might have been that cut we saw earlier, before the Midas body right there. The gold body, it might have been before that. There's a cut somewhere, and around like 5 minutes left, which should have been it. And that cut in particular is, I believe the one where, yeah, I fucked up. So, real quick, I think this is the part that I spend a little too much time looking around for shit, like an idiot. So, just don't mind me. These harpies, basically they're the ice harpies, but now they don't have ice with them. So, yeah, just easy kills. You just block or parry. Okay, so I don't think you can block that. Oh. Or I might have let go. I don't know. Maybe it is a forced parry situation. You might have to parry that. That could be it. But anyway, there might have been a few things I might have missed because I was kind of like looking around trying to figure out this room because that's what I do. I'm like, okay, where's progress and where's, you know, optional shit? So, yeah. Because getting all the orbs in this game as fast as you can or as much as you can, especially on God difficulty, is going to help a lot. This game does not like to give you as much as you would think. Well, it's not really even the fact that they don't give you much. It's just more so the fact that everything's so fucking cost-worthy. Like, God of War Ghost of Sparta went through a huge inflation all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but... yeah, who knows? Yeah, we have a few minutes left. I just like to check, make sure, because the way I'm doing these videos now, I have to kind of, like, you know, twiddle my dick around and try to find out what's left or whatever. Something else I thought about doing a guide for, but I don't know how it would work, would be like Donkey Kong Country stuff. But the only thing I can think of would just be like a no damage run at best. But DKC Returns, I think, has a hard mode in it anyway, I think. So there's always that. Like, I don't mind doing games that have a hard mode that aren't necessarily hard, you know. I don't mind having like an easier game to play every once in a while. Also, this part took excruciatingly too long to figure out, and I thought that my game was broken. I honestly thought that my game was fucking destroyed because look, okay. So for those that know, you have to use the arms of Sparta to knock down some rocks, right? And I got to thinking like, okay, well, what the fuck? Like, why is this not working? Well, the rocks in the background, they don't even glow. They're not even glowing. How the fuck was I supposed to know, right? I didn't know. So there was no red glow to it. I didn't see shit. I don't know what I'm thinking here. I was trying to, like, go down and then I guess go back up. I don't know. Okay, Thera's Bane. That's what I think I was trying to do. Yeah, this is just me being an idiot. There's nothing more to that besides I'm just being fucking stupid. Don't know what I'm doing. And then I run over here, and finally, it fucking appears. Like, what the hell? They should have had the damn thing glowing, like, as soon as you got in that room. I don't know why they didn't bother with that, but who knows. In my personal opinion, I think that's dog shit. I think that's dog shit, but... oh, well. It is what it is. It happens, so, yeah. Oh, there goes my snummy. I mean, I am a little bit hungry, so I need to go get me something to eat. Some shit, you know, something, man. I don't know. And stop doing these damn videos all the time. Or at least stop doing them one after another, because that's killer. But I may or may not record Transformers today. I don't know. Probably not, but at least maybe whip it out and give it a shot again and see if I can get back into my practice and, you know, try that out. It's a short game, thank God. It's 7 chapters long. It's about, like, a couple hours. I can beat it pretty fast. I'm just curious as like what's going to happen if I have to protect Wheeljack sections. Who am I going to protect now? Is it going to be Wheeljack again? Because that's who it used to be. You just protect Wheeljack. By the way, when I talk about Transformers, I'm talking about Devastation. So for those that are not in the know of me doing YouTube here, that's pretty much what I'm referring to. Also, yeah, nothing much else in this area besides just a couple more chests. And then after that, I'm just going to go save the game and then just... I don't think I upgrade, do I? Oh, I guess I put some orbs in this shit, so there you go. Terrorist Bane would make the most sense, yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time, so take care, everybody.